What is a potentiometer? It's a resistor that has an adjustable wiper that goes along the length of the resistive element. So the actual part looks like this. It has 3 terminals on the bottom, and then there's a knob that can be turned. And as that knob turns or rotates, it adjusts where a 3rd terminal touches the resistance. So the circuit symbol looks something like this. You have your resistor, and then it has 2 terminals on it, as we're all familiar with. The 3rd terminal on the potentiometer is modeled as an arrow, and as you turn the knob back and forth, the arrow literally moves back and forth. So if I turn it all the way counterclockwise, say, the arrow ends up over here. If I go all the way clockwise, the arrow is going to end up on this end, right here. And if you look at this, it basically divides the resistor into 2 parts. So I put my arrow back in the center here. We could say that the wiper forms a resistor R1 between these 2 terminals and R2 between these 2 terminals. And the proportion of R1 and 2 is governed by this equation. R1 plus R2 equals the total resistance of the potentiometer, or resistance across here. So say if it was 10,000 ohms, so R1 plus R2 always equals 10 kiloohms or 10,000 ohms. As we turn the knob, then the wiper moves back and forth, and R1 could go down and R2 will go up, or R1 will go up and R2 will go down. A common scenario for the use of a potentiometer is to make an adjustable voltage divider. Imagine you have some voltage input right here. Maybe it's a guitar pickup, a stereo, an LED power supply, and you want to make it adjustable. Well, we know that if we use 2 resistors, we can make a simple voltage divider circuit. So we have an R1 and an R2. And if we take the voltage, say, off of the R2, we call this V out. We know V out equals V in times R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Now, if we want to make the circuit adjustable, we could take out these 2 resistors and insert our potentiometer in the circuit. And it's a very similar looking thing. It's just one giant resistor. And then there's the wiper, which is the 3rd terminal. Now you could see as we turn the knob, like if this is our potentiometer right here, and we turn this knob, it's adjusting where that wiper goes, and the 3rd pin, the pin in the middle, is the wiper pin. And you can imagine that, you know, the wiper divides this potentiometer in half. So R1's above the wiper, R2 is below the wiper, and this equation still holds. As we turn the knob, say if we turn it clockwise, R1's going to get smaller and R2 is going to get larger, and you can see how ratiometrically, you know, the V out's going to get larger. You know, if we turn it counterclockwise, R2 is going to get smaller, R1's going to get larger, and then our V out's going to get smaller. So you could use this to make an adjustable voltage source. So one thing you have to be aware of in the circuit is if you have some kind of load resistor across the output, say R3 right there, depending on the size of R3, it might affect how this divides the voltage. In other words, it's going to have a nonlinear V out versus angular position. So the potentiometer can be plugged into a breadboard. If you look at the bottom, you have the 3 legs. You want to make sure each leg goes into a different row in the breadboard. So plug that in there. Now I can access the 3 terminals by plugging into the proper rows on the breadboard.